WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
The Gators bring their own swamp to Lexington last night, and Patrick Towles became the Gator bait. Sacked 6 times for a loss of 50 total yards. Towles and the Wildcats settled for 3 field goals and lose 14-9. Towles completes just 8 passes on the night, a few that were crucial and big at the time, like this one to Jeff Badette, keeping the Cats alive. Regardless, though, of his performance, head coach Mark Stoops taking up for his QB1 after the game.
Oh, we'll get back. I don't want to comment on that right now. You know, Patrick's done some very good things. I'm not going to sit here and throw him under the bus. You know, we need to play better all around him. There were some drops out there. There were some protection issues like you talked about. There's enough blame to go around. It's not all on Patrick by any means, just like the wins aren't. And, you know, he's doing some good things. Yeah, sure, I think he'd be the first one to tell you, and myself and Coach Dawson, that we need to improve, and he'll be held accountable to his mistakes, just like the rest of our team.
All right, a deeper look into Towles' night against Florida. 8 of 24, just 126 yards in the air, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, one that, of course, came on that Hail Mary at the end of the game, but again, sacked 6 times for a total loss of 50 yards. To put that in comparison with what Kentucky did, the Cats sacked Will Greer, Florida's starting quarterback, twice, for a total loss of just 8 yards. Now, despite the loss to the Gators, Kentucky opens as a 2.5-point favorite over the 25th-ranked Missouri Tigers, who will come to town this Saturday. Mizzou comes off a 9-6 win over Connecticut, a game in which the Tigers were favored by 21 points. So Kentucky and Missouri, 7:30 kick time, live coverage on the SEC Network. Well, the new AP Top 25 poll is out. You see Missouri drops down from 22 to 25 after barely beating UConn, but the Southeastern Conference isn't the main headline this week. It's actually, of course, these guys in the Big Ten itself. Ohio State stays number 1, and at number 2, it's the Michigan State Spartans. So the Big Ten dominating this week. Last time the Big Ten held the top 2 spots in the AP poll was November 2006, when Ohio State and Michigan went into their annual rivalry game as number 1 and number 2. Ole Miss makes the biggest jump this week. The Rebels now at 3 after their win over Alabama. TCU and Baylor round out the top 5, and then it goes Notre Dame, Georgia, LSU. The Tigers got a first-place vote. You see right there, UCLA and Florida State. 6 SEC teams in the poll this week. Now, the Kentucky volleyball team, winners of 3 of the last 4 meetings against Louisville coming into today's match. Let's go to Memorial Coliseum. The Wildcats ranked 24th in the nation. The Cards unranked. Louisville took the first set. Here in the second, Kaz Brown gets the block. She finished with the double-double. Cats even up the match. The UK then takes the third set, and on this point from Darian Mack. She had 14 kills for the Cats. As we go for the match point there, that's Morgan Bergen. She dumps it over for the winner. Chicken dinner. Wildcats win 3-1. Now, 2 WYMT Appalachian Wireless games of the week this coming weekend. We start with the high school football game on Friday night. Prestonsburg hosts Shelby Valley. Last time these two met was last year in the Class 2A quarterfinals, where the Wildcats came out on top 20-14. 7:30 kick time for that one for Peaburg and Valley. Meanwhile, at 7 o'clock, for the Brass Lantern game on Saturday, Union goes to Cumberland's. Both of these games can be seen live on this TV and WYMT.com. Still to come.
We did some things better this week than we did a week ago.
Home opener in Cincinnati today. The Bengals hosting the Chargers. San Diego quarterback Phillip Rivers coming into the game 1 touchdown pass shy of breaking the record for all-time touchdown passes in franchise history in San Diego. Rivers tied with Dan Fouts with 254 TD passes. But we start with the other quarterback, Andy Dalton, in this game. In the first quarter, Dalton, oh my goodness, A.J. Green. Andy, what'd you think of that one?
Just kind of gave us that momentum, and then we took advantage of it and scored. AJ made a great catch there.
Fantastic catch, 16-yard touchdown pass, 7-0 Bengals in the first quarter. Later on, Rivers is sacked, the ball's out. That's a fumble, and that's Cincinnati's football. Wallace Gilberry with the sack. Second quarter, Dalton to the air again, this time to a different guy. Marvin Jones 45-yard touchdown pass by Dalton. Bengals led 14-6 at the break. Second half, third quarter, there's a former Kentucky Wildcat, Stevie Johnson, into the end zone for the Chargers. And Rivers got the record, 255 touchdowns. Fourth quarter, 4-point game. Dalton to another guy, Tyler Eifert, 16 of 26 for 214 yards in the air on the day for Dalton. He had 3 touchdowns. Fourth quarter, Bengals lead by 5 with a minute to go. Rivers, he's picked. Vincent Ray, ball game. The Bengals are 2-0, 24-19 over the Chargers.
It was a good football game, another great opportunity for us to learn from moving forward, and I think that's the best part of it. Is we got a lot of stuff that we can keep coaching and correct, continue to reinforce, I guess is the word as well, which is good.
Johnny Manziel and the Browns hosting the Titans. First official start for Mr. Johnny Football in the season, and in the first quarter on his first pass attempt of the day, he going deep and he going to Travis Benjamin. 60-yard touchdown strike. Cleveland leads 7-0. We go to the second quarter now. Browns up 14-0. Benjamin on a punt return this time. Giddy up. Peace out. 78-yard return to the house. 21-0 at the break. Fourth quarter. Manziel rolls out. Oh, he's got him again. Benjamin. 50-yard touchdown pass there. 3 catches, 115 yards for Benjamin. Johnny Football, 8 of 15, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Browns win by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to Minnesota. Lions at Vikings. Former Louisville Cardinal Teddy Bridgewater, touchdown pass there to Kyle Rudolph. 7-0 Vikings. Second quarter, same score, Bridgewater. This time on a 4th and goal. Fakes the handoff, rolling out and walking in. 14-0 Vikings. Later, Bridgewater. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, but he flips it to Adrian Peterson. AP. 192 yards of offense on the day himself. Bridgewater goes 14 of 18 for 153 yards, and Minnesota wins 26-16. Angela, a new Mountain Top 10 will be out tomorrow at 11. Several teams will begin district play as early as this week.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.